just one of the requirements set by the Philippine government to assess the solid waste management plan of each local government. And while the local government unit of Kawit continues to prepare for their proposal, the efforts to keep their environment clean are also religiously observed. In the nearby town of General Trias Cavite, the city government partnered with the private sector to convince residents to participate in proper waste segregation and management by exchanging money for plastic waste.
Majority of what we see in the final disposal facilities are plastic waste.
Majority nito ay mga plastic waste. So yun yung
that is the target that we aim to reduce. Aside from the financial benefit, you also help the environment and your community.
Marietta is designated as the Aling Tindera Waste to Cash Program representative for her community. At her quaint store, residents line up to exchange kilos of plastic waste into cash.
The plastic bottles, as long as they are clean and clean, can be bought for about 26 cents in US dollar per kilo. Then for the chips, coffee sachets, and plastics with color, they are about 4 cents in US dollar.
An average person can earn more or less $1 per exchange of plastic waste, enough to afford 1 kilo of rice. Showing mere numbers and idealistic solutions to the people might just not be enough to convince them to participate in our fight against plastic. The more practical approach, for the most part, has to be felt by their stomachs.
Over 400 million tons of plastics produced each year. The problem of plastic pollution is of a global scale.
The government alone cannot do it. We need the encouragement and participation of all stakeholders.
If we continue unleashing plastic into the ocean as we have up to now, there is a strong possibility that marine creatures will consume it. And if that happens, there is the real possibility that it will eventually come back and affect us humans.
Please, help us use plastic correctly.
To help the environment, so we need to do our part.
This is not only for us, but also for our country.
It was shocking to hear about consuming a volume of plastics equivalent to the weight of a credit card in 1 week. But it was impressive to see how the city and the private sector are together addressing proper waste segregation and management. ASEAN Now and the Future 3. The first half of tomorrow's episode will be the program produced by NBT World in Thailand. And the second half will feature a summary of this year's series titled ASEAN and Japan, Initiatives Across Borders. See you then.
This program was made possible by Japan ASEAN Integration Fund.